Welcome, dear viewers, to Couch Warrior TV on YouTube. I am the Couch Warrior, and you are watching The Passage, a Skyrim SE Let's Play, featuring Ettient Jorel, the Altmer Ranger. When last we left off, Etienne spent some quality time with Angie. We learned a lot of new and interesting techniques with the bow, and got to know Angie a little bit, and had the experience of Etienne having feelings for her, which is kind of an interesting development. We find ourselves a short way down the trail from Angie's camp and confronted with a situation. Normally, I think Etienne would walk away from this, but seeing an abandoned camp here outside the cave brings to mind a couple of different possibilities. One is that this is a hapless traveler or explorer who's gone into the cave and has gotten into some kind of trouble. The other is that it's a person who could potentially cause harm and is sitting right here on Angie's doorstep. So Etienne is going to investigate for that reason, just to be absolutely sure that we're not leaving somebody bad right at her place. Wow. Look at this. It's warmer in here. There's a heat source. My guess is that we're probably talking about an explorer. This doesn't seem like the sort of thing a bandit would be interested in. It's beautiful, though. Am I out of water again? Look at that, I am. Huh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hear that? Holy crap. Uh-oh. Run. Out, out, out. Will that creature follow us into the cold? Ah! Okay. Whoever this was went in there and died. I don't see any other possible outcome. Alright. How do we protect ourselves here? This is... Spriggans are scary, and we fought quite a few Spriggans so far, but Etienne has never seen any like this. These seem more powerful somehow. This one. And the damn things are really good at hiding. I mean, our instincts are basically useless until they start moving, which is frustrating. Now, where did it go? Wait. If it moves, we can track it. Gotcha. Press the attack. No. We gotta stagger it. Stagger it. Stagger it. Press the attack. Damn. Oh, man, it's tough. Get down. Get down. Wow. How many arrows did we put in that thing? Look at it. It's very different than the others. It's much more elaborate. It's a different hue. And it sure took a lot of punishment. If we did not have some of those perk investments, I think, in, you know, the crippling and pinning shots, we would be dead right now. So let's burn some minor healing potions because we got a ton of them. I doubt that's the only one. They're so impossible to see. Is that one right there? Yeah, look at that. All right, it doesn't see us yet. Look at it. Look at that camouflage. Okay. We need a shooting platform that's going to give us the maximum range possible. Unfortunately, there is no place good. There's no place close enough for us to actually see the thing and have any decent range. So this is as good as it's going to get. Unfortunately. What up here? Okay. Again, remember, Ettient is kind of a long shot artist, so the further away we are, the more damage we do. Let's see if we can use a potion to enhance this somehow. I don't believe we have any Fortify Marksman. However, Ettient, being the resourceful guy he is, we can, if we have the ingredients, we can actually make, we can make it. So, do we have any elves here? No. So we bought this mortar and pestle. We can make this stuff anywhere now. Fortify Marksman. Yeah, we're kind of screwed. We don't have everything we need. Or if we do have everything we need, we don't realize it yet. There's other ingredients that have the Fortify Marksman property, but we've been mostly focused on juniper berries, elf's ear, and spider eggs. It's possible we have something else that might help in our inventory but we haven't discovered it yet, whatever it is. So we're going to have to make do with what we've got, which to me says, yeah, clever use of a poison maybe. So, I don't know if a magic of poison is going to do anything. Let's just use a lingering poison. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a shot from here in stealth. Okay. So the first shot is going to be in stealth, If the thing figures out where we are and starts charging us, then we're going to get out of stealth and we're just going to open fire. Because if we're out of stealth and we're firing at short range, we have a chance of staggering it, and if we can keep it staggered, we'll have a shot at taking the thing out. So that is the plan. Oh, we've got a level up too. Let's check that out. Stamina. All right. So smithing, we've done everything we need to in smithing for now. Since it's timely, let's take a look at archery and see. We have another long shot option here. Another level in long shot. Ooh, we could get quick shot also. So long shot is going to increase our long shot damage. And quick shot is going to allow us to draw faster, which would certainly help us a lot in this situation because we'd be able to fire more arrows at short range if the thing charges us. So this seems more timely. Plus, I've been bitching about quick shot for a long time, so let's just knock that off the list, shall we? All right, here we go. Oh yeah, you can see a huge difference in draw speed. We woke it up. What's it doing? Wait. Did I kill it and alert another one? Is there a third one? That's bad. Oh, I did. So I killed it. But I woke up another one. Great. Hold still. Gotcha. Oh, don't run away. Stay in my sights. Where did you go? Is it running? Or is it playing possum? Oh, there it is. Gotcha. Ooh, it's quick. Gotcha. Woo! Okay, those two went down a little easier than the first one. Alright, this one we killed quicker than I thought. I didn't realize when I was seeing the threat indicator in the HUD, I thought it was from this one, but apparently we killed it and woke up the other one, so that was a little bit of confusion there that could have been very costly. Three Spriggan matrons, and we're barely in the door. Yeah, whoever set this camp up here, I'm sure came in here and just got creamed. Wow. This is like a ranger's paradise. Is that a bag of coins? It is. We'll take that. Look at that. These butterflies or moths we've never seen before. Ettient knows his way around the wilderness. We've never seen these before. I love this place. So gorgeous. Wow. Hey, look at this. Can I get through here? Is it going to shove me off every time? Oh, there we go. Up, 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 up. Oh, all the way down. Nothing doing. Yeah, so there is a heat source. There's some kind of geothermal activity going on here, which turns this into probably an oasis of the necessary, you know, moisture or humidity required for all this stuff to thrive in here. It's kind of amazing, actually. What is this? Wow. Can I catch him? Aha! Ancestor moth wings. It seems to be deserted, so we'll have a brief run through here and just kind of see what's here. Great sort of draining. We might be able to refill our water in here. I wonder... What did I just see? There was something... Oh, canticle bark. Yeah. We don't have the proper tools to harvest the bark. We have not been in any areas yet that have an abundance of yellow mountain flowers, so these are new. We'll have to see what we can make with these. Dragon's tongue, we have seen some of that. Ancestor moth wings, we've got a little bit of that, but no idea what we could potentially use it for. The stairs keep going up. Hey, look at this. A dwarven bow. Wow, there's all kinds of items just sort of spread around the perimeter of this place. Think Angie'd like to do a picnic here? Could totally see that. I mean, it's right by her place. She's got to know it's here. Maybe she's never come in here, or maybe she doesn't know it's here. I don't know. So many questions. Look at this. Can I get it? Yeah. Soljund. I don't think we can go any further, can we? Can't go up. This is a location that's actually added by the Dawnguard DLC, and there's some significance to this location in the quests. Here's more. Wow, there's a lot more in here, though, than I would have expected, just in terms of... I don't really trust that water down there to be good for drinking, just because it's sitting there basically boiling. It's probably clean, but I'm guessing it... You know, there could be bacteria or stuff that thrives in that heat. But if we follow it to its source here, I wonder if we can get some water from here. I don't know if there's enough water here for us to fill our water skins. Nope. Nope. Yeah, the running water here in these shallow streams, it's as if there's just not enough volume of water that we can fill an empty water skin, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. I mean, maybe right here at the base? We'll try one more time. Nope. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to take a short break. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just had to refill the coffee. Stretch the legs a bit. All right. Well, what have we discovered? Interesting stuff. Some new wildlife. An incredible place. These trees, canticle trees, which we've never seen before. Just, I gotta say, this probably ranks as my favorite location in Skyrim. It's just gorgeous. And that's, you know, that's without even engaging in the actual quest that this area is part of. I mean, I just want to live here. I want to have a house here. I want to make this like a home. There's no reason at all that Ettient couldn't set up a camp here, you know? The problem, of course, is that if we constantly have Spriggan matrons respawning here all the time, things could get a little dicey. It's difficult when you've got to fight your way through high-level enemies just to get to your house. But it makes for an interesting security system, doesn't it? Now, the cool thing would be if you could set it up so that somehow you could enter and leave this area by different means. And that actually might be possible after having completed the quest that this area is part of, because I think there's maybe an alternate exit or something like that. I can't remember. It's been a while, but... This will certainly not be the last we've seen of the Ancestor Glade. Okay, whoever this was is definitely toast, so we're taking their stuff. No point in letting perfectly good pelts go to waste. Hey, loser. Alright, so let's go. Now, we got to be wary, of course, because at one point there were 3 bandits chasing us, and one of them gave up the chase. So we have to assume that we've still got at least one lowlife out there that we're going to have to deal with. And, you know, we don't know what Angie's plans are, if she ever goes into town or whatever, that kind of thing, if she ever sneaks down the mountain. But if we take out a bandit that might potentially be trouble for her, that can't hurt, right? Again, just to emphasize that Etienne's view of Angie is as an equal. Remember, we talked about that with Garm, too, that he considered Garm to be an equal and not a pet. And where Angie's concerned, he considers her to be an equal, a person who has her own goals and agenda, and he would never presume to think that she needed his protection or his help or anything like that. He would simply offer it freely out of a sense of consideration and caring, I think. But she's obviously, she knows what she's doing. She's she's wanted, you know, for murdering 2 Imperials. But it sounds as if it's Imperials who deserved it. So she can handle herself. And my thinking is that's... What's going on there? A dead body. And a dead bandit. So I think part of what attracts Ettient to Angie is her independence and her capable nature and stuff like that. Nothing that he would ever want to change in a million years, and certainly wouldn't want to insult her. So we won't. Look at this. A briar heart. Where would she get a briar heart? This is just disrespectful in what they put the poor woman through. She's obviously a civilian. She's not even armed. Another Lorcan. Let's take that. Well, I imagine this was probably her camp, and the bandits just took it over and killed her in the process and did God knows what to her. It's pathetic. Those are the people that Ettient has no problem killing. Okay. Now we should be able to fill our water skins. Perfect. And... Huh. Sometimes I get mixed up about what mods do what things. I can't remember what it was. I used to have a mod that allowed me to drink directly from a stream if I wanted to. But I don't think it was iNeed. I think it was a different mod. Alright, so... We're still running parallel with the road, which is good, so let's continue up here. Stay on our guard in case there's more bandits. God, it's beautiful here. It's very different than the Reach. Each of these regions is beautiful in its own way, for its own reasons. It's sort of astonishing to think. If you look at this, I mean, you know, level 31. I mean, we've done a lot, and still there are huge swaths of this province we have never even seen. What happened here? These people are burned to death. I mean, their cabin is still intact, but it shows signs of what... This is like a... looks like a magic kind of attack. This isn't like standard fire. This looks like kind of a spraying type of burning, but with an intensity to turn people to cinders while leaving this house intact, which says to me that it was a momentary and very intense explosion of heat. So, potentially a magical attack, which our bandits who were nearby I don't think were capable of. They attacked us with magic, but it was lightning, and it wasn't very powerful, frankly. We were able to kind of power through it, so... Note to the authorities. I've heard talk about the dragons, but didn't believe it until now. One flew by last week, and ever since we have seen him fly back and forth from a nearby mountain peak. My wife thinks we should move away, go somewhere else. I told her that would be nonsense. As long as we don't bother it, it won't bother us. Still, I thought it would be best if we report it to the local authorities. The creature's lair is just south of the hill behind our shack, near Bear's Cave Mill. Bear's Cave Mill. How are they surviving out here? There's a book under there. Purloined Shadows. Awesome. We'll take that. Maybe this shack was temporary. Maybe they were setting up a homestead here, and this is kind of like temporary living quarters. Will they build, maybe? A dragon. Bear's Cave Mill. I've never heard of that. Ugh, do we check it out? I think we have to check it out. I think, you know, any other adventurers who came across that situation probably wouldn't check it out, wouldn't believe it. But we know from personal experience that the dragon situation is legitimate. Alright, big boy. We don't need a conflict. I'm content to let you do your thing. Just let me squeak by here. I'm just going to double back here to make sure he's not catching wind of us. Wow. You know, this is a little traveled but absolutely beautiful part of Falkreath. I've discovered that there's certain areas of Falkreath that I find myself in all the time, but this area I hardly ever come to, and it's kind of a shame, actually. I sort of like this area where we're transitioning to the mountains and the trees thin out and we can see more rocks and have longer vistas. I mean, look at that. No E&B, folks. That's vanilla Skyrim, and it looks gorgeous. Okay, got something here. I'm sorry, I'm just really curious. South of the hill behind our shack, near Bear's Cave Mill. I've never heard of Bear's Cave Mill. What is that? I mean, I don't see... I don't know what that is. That's an interesting nest. How does that work? It is the nest of the elusive and rarely seen levitation lark. Witness it in its natural habitat, ladies and gentlemen, the levitation lark. That is not a levitation lark. What is that? Hi. I don't know what kind of bird that was. Bone Chill Passage. All right. We recognize that sound. See the glow. Take every advantage we can. Stealth is your friend, man, especially where the ice wraiths are concerned. Boots. Ah. What do you got? Looks like he was in the process of trying to chug down his health potion and didn't quite make it, right? It's hard to see the ice piles with the reflections. Hey. Look at more skill books. Apple, Wolf Queen. It's weird, isn't it? It's like, some of these bones look like they're on display, like they've been arranged this way. What are we getting into here? Wow. Okay, there's a lot of bodies in here. Ah. There you go. Okay, let's talk mods, because I have introduced a couple of more. In the last episode, we talked a little bit about the idea of how do we illustrate Etienne's growing power over time and his increased capabilities as a warrior and just a threat to his enemies. And obviously there's all the obvious things, right? Our attributes go up, so our health gets better, we can run for longer periods of time without getting tired as our stamina goes up. If you're a mage, of course, your magical powers are increasing in capacity. And then, of course, we're adding perks, which are continually buffing our abilities with whatever our chosen forms of attack and defense are, things like that. But in addition to that, I'm using mods to do this as well. And I've recently installed a mod. You will see it in the notes for this episode. I apologize if I get the name wrong. I can't remember the exact name of the mod. You can find it on the Skyrim SE Special Edition Nexus. And it is an enhanced arrows and bolts, I believe it is. Or bolts and... yeah, arrow, blah, 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 something like that. Enhanced arrows and bolts. It's a fairly extensive overhaul of arrow and bolt speed, damage, recovery, things like that. And it comes with a really nice faux mod installer. So what I did is I installed that mod, and I did a custom install and just focused on the specific things I was interested in. I did not enhance the damage of arrows at all. I did not change their weight. I did not change the frequency with which they're found or recovered. But what I did do is I enhanced the speed. So it allows for a number of levels of sort of incremental speed increase. So over the course of time, as Etienne grows stronger, the speed or swiftness of his arrow shots is going to increase. So as his strength increases and as the power of his bow increases over time, the speed of his arrows increases. So now we see him with an enhanced draw speed, and you'll also notice that his arrows are a little bit faster now in flight than they used to be, which I think is a cool effect overall. This has to be the place that the note was talking about, although I didn't see anything that looked like a mill. Let's not go right up the stairs. That seems like bad policy. And let's also... we're in the middle of an exploration here, so pausing now to do a full gear change. Doesn't make sense from a roleplay perspective, but we can at least throw on our bearskin cloak for the warmth. Seems quiet. Whoa. Trolls. Alright, well, we just succeeded in pissing him off, apparently. Yeah. You go ahead and posture. While you do that, I'm going to turn you into a pin cushion. Come on. Boom. Alright, let's put him out of his misery. Those finishing shots are remarkably difficult to hit at almost point-blank range from third person. I attempt them every once in a while, and almost every time I miss, so I have to roll into first person to hit them. As we've talked about in the past, though, I like to work in third person whenever possible just because of that recurring issue of situational awareness and knowing what's going on around me. It's so much easier to keep track of what's going on around me. All right. So we've got our ranger now. See, we can move at full speed with the bow drawn. Ah, third person finishing shot. Look at that. We'll take the pelt. I don't see any dragons. But it's another one of those strange walls. Look at all this stuff. We'll take the bracers. We can melt them down and recover some moonstone from them. The shield apparently has some magical property. Maybe we can discover what that is. The boots are ridiculous, and the arrows are garbage. We're such arrow snobs now, aren't we? I suppose we should talk a little bit about word walls. What does Ettient make of these? I mean, obviously something's happening when he approaches them. He has to recognize that, but I don't know how he internalizes that, and we haven't really discussed it yet. How about this? All of us have been living with Ettient for a long time now. And so I'm not the only one here who has an understanding of who Ettient is as a character. I've offered up a whole bunch of explanation for you about Ettient's personality and all that stuff. So I'm going to leave this up to you, the audience. I'm interested in knowing, what do you think Ettient is thinking when he encounters these walls? What do you think it is that is going through his mind, and how is he rationalizing what's going on? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it here. We are going to set up camp in this spot. It's not clear that we have uncovered the mystery of the so-called dragon, but we certainly know more than the rest of the populace does about the existence of dragons. We've seen it with our own eyes. And Dengir was with us when we saw the dragon, so we've actually got confirmation that it wasn't just us hallucinating. He because he saw it too. So we're going to camp out here, and then in the morning we're going to continue our journey. Remember, ultimately, we've got a war horn to deliver, and we're kind of on our way there. We're doing it in a roundabout way, but we're sort of avoiding Helgen in the process. So we will continue that. I want to thank you all for joining me on this adventure, and I will see you next time.